Light a candle, let it flicker slow. Grab your favorite mug and watch it glow. Scout's on the couch and Percival's near. Mandy's cozy corner, pull up a chair. Oh Mandy, the cats be with games and art and sweet melody. Lost in the warmth where the moments stay. Come hang with us and drift away.
Hello, everyone. Oh, I
Hi,
feel like
everybody.
I'm grabbing everybody's
coming,
boobs.
Facebook mom.
I'm grabbing virtual boobs with consent.
Always with consent.
Hi, Marie.
Oh,
Hi,
thank you,
Violet.
Violet. Nice to see you.
Yes, welcome in. I don't understand why we haven't done like some good proper lives together yet on my channel.
Yeah.
But your birthday is a good one to start.
Hell yeah.
Everybody, this is my mod, one of my mods, and they are a beautiful, lovely human that I'm glad I have met through this lovely community. And they got a new purple wig.
I did, yes. It's lavender.
I love it. Purple looks great on you.
It really does. Any kind of warm color looks great on me because I'm so pale but have a red undertone. Anytime I go too dark, like my natural hair color is like deep dark brown. And then for a while in my 20s, I had like black hair. I had a black bob. And it is true. Once you go black, you cannot go back to your immediate natural hair color.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
But because I'm so pale, when I did have black hair, everyone thought I was ill. Because I also wore like a lot of red lipstick or like a lot of like red lip tint. And so people would be like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "I just have dark hair. I'm fine." Like, I mean, I'm not fine, but I'm not physically ill.
I have a cool undertone. I have to put this warmth that you see is from the light that I have on because otherwise I look like a vampire. But also that's why I was always attracted to that kind of like aesthetic and look. I just love like super ghostly look with black hair or even like
I just
white
wanted to be
hair.
emo.
I just wanted to be
Like
emo.
my parents did not let me dress emo or dye my hair as a child. I feel like if they did, I would still be doing it. But the point is that if they let me do it when I was 15, I feel like I would have been emotionally well off. But as soon as I started wearing too much black, my mom's like, "We need to put color in your wardrobe." I'm like, "Mom, that is not the aesthetic." Like,
My
no.
grandfather was like, "Are you ever gonna wear anything of color?" I
My
do,
parents would
but
just be like, "Where did this
I like
come
muted
from?" They're like,
colors.
"Where did this tattoo, like, alternative lifestyle come from?" I'm like, "Parents, I listen to Avril Lavigne, Linkin Park, Evanescence, like, look at my discography."
Oh, yeah.
It told you
Definitely
I
emo.
was, like, emo and
Hi,
alternative.
Jenny!
Hi, Jen! Also, if you guys wanna know anything about me, feel free to, like, throw questions in
Yes.
the chat. Like, we didn't Mandy said they have slightly a plan. I just, like, messaged them 2 days ago and was like, "I am doing nothing for my birthday. Wanna do a live?"
Yeah, like, me and Summer and Heather were, like, talking about you behind your back last night. And we were like, I'm just really, really ticked off at Indigo for like not letting us know sooner. So we had more time to plan.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I kind of forgot, and then my friend was like, "Your birthday's next week," and I was like, "Oh, shit. Yeah."
Oh, that thing that happens once a
You
year.
know, I was born once.
Yeah, that's true. You can be born again, apparently, I've been told.
Oh no. Okay, I'll have to make a new one. Done. I was also
Oh,
planning, my channel is under construction because I'm trying to get my office space clean and organized so I could start filming and have something cute in the background instead of that pile of boxes. Um, but yeah, one of the plans I had for my channel was doing like a live Sunday mornings that's tea and tarot, where
nice.
I drink tea and talk about witchy shit. But also afterwards, maybe for like an hour or so, do like a video Google Meet call
I
where
have
people can come and
ideas for you.
chat and like hang
What
out
if
and like
what
stuff.
if you like reviewed different teas when you did tea and tarot?
I thought about that, but I don't have like that many. I guess I could like go out and get some.
Or like, get people to give you gifts of tea or something.
Ooh, that's smart. Yeah. Open a PO box and just be like, send me tea.
I like to make my own mixes. There is this amazing spice market in Pike Place Market in Seattle
I
that
love Pike Place
you
Market.
go,
Oh
yeah, you
man.
go in and it's literally like floor to ceiling, wall to wall. I mean, it's not that big of a place, but it's a lot of spices in
No, it's a
there.
lot. Yeah, I
And
was overwhelmed when I visited there. I was like, "Holy crap."
well, Pike Place in general is a lot. Yeah, it's very overwhelming.
And that's where the first Starbucks was, or
Nope, it's a
started in
lie.
Pike
It's
Place
a
Market.
lie. It's a
Really?
lie. It's a lie.
That's what they
I
put in
have
their official store biography book.
Yeah, it's a lie. We get told when you work at Starbucks, you get told the actual like history. And I guess it's like kind of the first one, but technically the before they moved to Pike Place Market right there, they started Starbucks in a spot a couple blocks up. But I don't know if they had changed the name yet before they moved the whole
Oh,
location.
I see. So they started with a different name and then changed to Starbucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
And
they vaguely mentioned that in their biography.
yeah, and so basically this dude who half like owned it or third owned it, he goes over.
Jen. Hi, Barbie.
Oh, really? Nice. Um, yeah, he went over to Europe and America didn't have espresso yet. And came back and was like telling his colleagues, his co-owners about this awesome invention of espresso. And at first they kind of laughed at him, didn't think it would like take off, but then when they
But
moved the
then little did they
location,
know how addictive it was gonna be.
yeah, they had to move the location in order to like restructure the building and like the layout more. So I guess it's the first Starbucks, but I like to, I don't know, just be
No, I
mean
mean,
about it.
technically, it's the first one where they were called Starbucks, but it wasn't
Yeah.
their, like, original opening
Yeah.
location, yeah. No, I'm exactly the same way with other facts, like, when people are
But
like, "Did you know this about Harry Potter?" I'm
it's
like,
just so weird to
"Actually."
me that people come from all over the world and want to go into that location and take pictures outside of it. I don't know. It's like me going to Canada and doing that out front of Tim Hortons. Why would I do that? I don't know.
Yeah, I
It just
think
feels weird to me.
I think it's, like, one of those things when things get, like, really popular and people really love them and invest time and, like, it's just because when it became popular, it was just the zeitgeist of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Oh, thank you, Nick Spat, for subscribing for 17th your 17th month. Yay! I am on StreamYard, so I have none of my sound alerts that I use going through, but I see the notifications. So thank you so much, Nixbat. Nixbat is actually a longtime IRL friend of mine. Um, we've known each other for probably 25 years now. We lived close to each other, neighboring states for a long time, and then they moved. And then I moved. Or I moved first. I don't remember which one of us moved first, but we both moved. and they are my mod on Twitch, so I am very
Oh,
excited to have them
nice.
here. And Dark Hawk, it's so nice to see you. Yes, this is my
Hello,
mod
Dark
on
Hawk.
YouTube. And I gotta did I make you mod on my Twitch?
I thought you did, but then I came into your stream the other week and
I
it
may not
didn't
have done it yet.
stay. Yeah, but it's okay.
Yeah. We'll get that taken care of. There's
Yeah, that's
something
true,
about
Facebook
saying
Mom.
I was at the very first one of whatever it is. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not like I don't
The
buy
only way that
into a
doesn't
lot of
work
like
is
the
with your
touristy stuff.
Yeah, it's how I feel about Chicago. Like, there's a couple locations that I guess can still be called like tourist areas because they're museums in the city, but they're like the best museums in the city that I always want to take
Mhm.
people to. Or like, I was even thinking of doing like a museum vlog if they don't have rules against it. I'll
Mhm.
have to like check. I'll have
Like
to be
I'm
like,
the type I do like museums and I'll go to like almost any museum, even touristy museums. But like I don't like things like the Space Needle. It's so expensive to ride a glass elevator. I mean, it's a cool looking view, but it's like nearly almost $40 to ride that elevator now.
it's the
And I'm
same.
just
It's
like
the same with the Sears Tower when you go to the sky deck and they do the tilting the tilting
oh,
windows over the
tilting
street.
windows. Yeah, and
Yeah,
also
they
the
go
top.
so, like, they start vertical and they go about 45 degrees out so you can, like, look out over the
Ew.
city. I did that
Um,
once, and that was how I found out I had vertigo. Fun
yeah, no,
story.
I
Some
didn't
poor
have
man had to grab
to
me
go
a
up to the
bucket.
up in the top of the Space Needle to know that I had vertigo. Because it really is shaped the way that it looks. So the floor is slanted and the ceiling is slanted. So if you
Mhm.
walk too fast around the circle, it feels like you're gonna fall over. It's like, ugh. I did
Yeah.
not like that feeling. It was a cool look, but again, I'm like, huh, I don't really want to spend $40 to ride up in a glass elevator when I'm also afraid of heights. So
Yeah, it's like, there's just so much cool things to do in Chicago that aren't the Sears
take me to the
Tower.
seedy places, the random weird hole in the wall places, the weird vintagey places. Like that's what I like.
Yeah, and, like, our Museum of Science and Industry is housed in one of the buildings that was built during the, World's
No problem,
Fair,
Jen.
and, like, we are the city that had, oh, no worries, Jen, that had H.H. Holmes. The hotel's not here anymore, but that was in Chicago, if I'm remembering my
That
facts
would
right.
be so fun. One of my favorite museums in
And the
Philly is
pier is really fun
Mutter
too.
Mutter Museum, where they have like, you know, they have like different stuff from the war. They have different oddities. Like I think the skeletons of the Chinese Siamese twins are
Oh,
there.
yeah. Oh, really?
They have
The
jars of, like, people's ginormous tumors, like, fetuses in jars, like, it's the curio stuff. Um,
Oh,
there's a room
interesting.
there's a room where in, all these little, like, drawers, it's different stuff that people had accidentally swallowed, or maybe purposefully swallowed, I don't know, but it was stuff that came out of someone
Oh my
like
gosh.
needles,
That's
buttons,
funny.
screws, like, coins, like I was an avid eater of pennies. Don't do that. Do not let your kids do that. That's bad.
Did you have an iron deficiency?
Maybe.
No, I'm that's a serious question. So, like, a sign of iron deficiency in kids is if they start, like, sucking on rocks or
Really?
yeah,
Oh, interesting. Did not know that one.
or lead poisoning, like, that's how
Hi,
my friend found
Barbie.
out in her old apartment they had lead poisoning. Yeah, cat cafes are so dope. There's one downtown in Chicago here
Yeah.
that's linked to a cat shelter, so they release cats into the cafe that you can adopt.
Didn't Tokyo like
Start that.
um start that? Yeah.
Yeah, they
They're
did.
famous for cat cafes. Well, they also have like hedgehog cafes. I mean, they have the maid cafes are the funnest, I think. Have you seen
They're
those?
so interesting. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I secretly
Yeah.
want to go, not gonna lie.
Well, I don't secretly want to go. I want to go. I want to go to like Harajuku. I want to like go to Osaka, Kyoto. That would be so much fun. Though I'm not sure
We'd
if
have
my
to
body
put you
would
in a
hold up.
we'd have to put you in a plane for that, darling.
I know. Well, a plane for too long. Like the 6 hours across the United States is doable. Like I have sort of perfected how I travel in order to keep my body like from falling completely apart. This time was a failure, but other times have not been. Compression socks are your best friend, especially if you have chronic pain or fatigue issues, POTS, anything where
Oh, they're
your blood
great. I
pressure
love them
drops.
so much. I got these ones for winter that actually also keep the heat in. They're
There's a
like
cafe in Ottawa where
where
people can
the
bring dogs. Nice.
Nick's bat. I wish.
I would. I still have not been to Hawaii. John went
Oh, thank
when
you.
one of his friends lived there, but I still have not been to Hawaii. And
I'm
that is
not
kind of a long travel. It's like even from Seattle, I think it's still like a 6 hour plane ride. You s- with like a layover in like LA or
I'd love to
something.
go back to Hawaii. The last time I was there, I was like 7. No, maybe 5.
But actually, Nixbat, that is like a good idea. Like, what if I like stopped in Hawaii, rested for a little while, and then made the rest of the journey to Japan? Like, I could probably do that. But
Yeah, that's
Japan is
another
on
thing
my
is
bucket list of places to go before I'm in
I
the
haven't
trees.
traveled since my thyroid cancer surgery, and I feel like my pain has oddly gotten worse since then. Well, I mean, that is the organ that deals with your hormones. So that makes sense. I haven't traveled since that surgery, so I'm a little bit like maybe I should take small trips in the United States and then work
Yeah.
my way up to bigger trips because like it's been a while since I've had to like haul my butt through an
Who wants
airport
to meet
and
me in Dollywood for my birthday? Because Summer and I are trying to still like set that up.
I don't know if I could do that this year, but
Yeah, no, I don't ride rides, and I know that it's an amusement park, but there's just so much like other stuff that you can do that's very like country and like I don't
Bradley
know,
Tree
remind
Troy. Hello.
Hi, welcome in. It's good to see you. Um but yeah, Japan. I want to go to Japan. It would be cool
That's
to
on my
see
bucket list
Thailand.
too.
Thailand too because they have some really beautiful structures in Thailand.
Oh, the
Um
architecture is
Yeah.
beautiful. Oh
One of
my
my friends has
goodness.
been there several times. Where else? Iceland. Where would you go?
Me, I want to go to Ireland.
Yeah, I mean, my
And I
family
didn't take the
lives
chance
there, so I wanna
to
go there again too.
yeah, so, like, I'd wanna go to Ireland, Japan. I'd actually wanna go to, um I know it probably wouldn't ever be safe, but, like, Russia has a lot of good history and architecture and stuff, but, like, it's not in the list of safe places Americans can travel, so
That's true, and I wanna go to France. That would be so cool to go to France.
I'd love to go back to England and get out of London. My issue is I have 4 different friends that are on 4 different sides of the country, and I'm like, "This
Mhm.
is not convenient for me." Sorry,
Where
3 of you have to move. No, just kidding.
where is, the town that is the gay neighborhood? I forgot where that was. It's, like, on the
Uh,
east side or no, the west side. Starts with a B, I think.
Brighton?
Brighton. Brighton. Brighton
I've
is,
been to
gay
yeah, it
friendly.
does have that vibe. Um,
Yeah, I've only been through London whenever I would go to Ireland. So I never got to actually like stop and like
I
look at
did get to
things.
go to the coast, so I got to go to Dover, that has the famous cliffs. Because I got to meet Tom Baker and he was doing a signing. He was doing a
What?
charity
That's so
event.
awesome.
Yeah, he was doing a charity event there for the old folks home, and so I
You met
actually
the
had
sports
my friend.
doctor.
Yeah, I
You met
did.
the
My
sports
friend,
doctor.
my friend drew an art piece of him in the first Romana, and when I gave it to him to sign for my dad, because my dad was a huge fan, he cried. He's like, "That's Mary," and I'm like, "Oh fuck, I made him cry." But
Aw.
he was so sweet, and yeah, it was definitely due to my friend Steph who told me about the signing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have known. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'd
I've
like to go
been to
back.
cons that had David Tennant, but I don't really like to pay for a lot of that stuff.
So
I
I
have
do. So
and I
if I
will,
go to
but I'm very choosy
conventions,
about it.
so I almost went broke for 2 months because
Oh my God.
I had the chance,
No.
but I had the chance to meet Dean and Sam from Supernatural.
That's how I felt about Stanley.
But
Like, I
and
was
then,
like,
like, I
"Okay,
had
I'll
to give
pay it."
up going to C2E2 this year because I was like, "There's no way that I can afford the ticket price and then $400 to meet the hobbits from Lord of the Rings." But, like, my dream actors to meet
Some of my dream actors were at
include
HorrorCon,
Elijah
and
Wood.
or
Yeah.
not HorrorCon, they were at was it Crypticon? I don't remember. Maybe it was Emerald City. It was one of the cons
Ooh,
in Seattle.
congratulations to your
But
daughter-in-law and your son, Mary.
it had most of the cast from Scream. Scream
Wait,
1.
the original.
Yeah,
Okay, good,
Scream
good.
1. It was most of the cast from Scream 1, and except for Nev Campbell. Nev Campbell was not there, and Courtney Cox was not there, but everybody else was there. But when I look at the price, it was like $240, I think, to get with all of them. I already
Sometimes I
spent too
look at
much
the
on concert
prices.
tickets.
Yeah, right. That's the other thing. I missed out on a
Hi,
concert this
Cosmic.
weekend.
Welcome
Hi,
in.
Christy. Good to see you. Well, if
Also,
anyone has
happy
any
Pride Month,
questions,
everybody.
yes.
If nobody knows, my pronouns are right there, they, them.
I'm
And
also
the
they,
birthday
them.
winch, they're they, them as well. So welcome to the non-binary show. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold on this way. Let's clap. Hold on. Can we high five? You gotta go the other way.
Wait,
Go
this
the other
way?
way.
This
No,
way?
you almost
This
had
way?
it. No.
Wait.
You gotta go the opposite way because I think my screen is mirrored from yours.
Oh, like
Oh, we're not
that?
doing it. We're not doing it.
I can't see.
No, you need to turn other way.
Oh, this way?
Yes, there we go.
High five.
Dumbest thing I've done on stream. Trying to
We gotta have fun with it. If anyone has any questions
welcome back
or
then. Yes, anybody has questions for the birthday girl or birthday person, excuse me. And hi
the
ladies.
birthday wench.
Ladies, oh, the birthday witch. Yes,
I
we're
feel like
going with the
wench is a
birthday witch today.
non-binary term.
It is. Ladies is my friend over on Twitch right now.
Lady
So yeah, I'm
Destroy.
live on YouTube and Twitch. So if people get confused when I like speak to other people in other chats, that's why it seems confusing. But I wanted to start off with a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
So far in your how many years?
35.
35 years. What is one thing that you're most proud of that has happened in those 35 years?
Oh, that's a good question. I would say
is it lady? Yes. Well, both they have better hair because it's like a good purple. Right now, my purple is fading to more of a magenta.
But it looks so cute. You have a mullet going on?
Well, it's not really a mullet. It's the me and Lady actually have the same haircut now. It's the Japanese hairstyle, the Jaime
Oh,
cut.
yeah, that's been
But
going around. I thought I
yeah,
recognized it.
yeah. So it's like
Oh, yes, there's the front pieces. They were
yeah, it's
hidden by
like
your headset, so I couldn't see them at first.
yeah.
One thing
So
I'm most
it's
proud
I
of.
think it was like considered a princess haircut back in ancient Japan. But yes.
Yes, I know. I get that a lot. At least people say 20s now. When I was in my 20s, people still thought I was 17, and I was like, no. One thing I'm most proud of is that I've I've made solid friends. Like throughout my life.
That
I
you
would
can count
say
on.
that I can count on, and I met some of them pretty early, like in high school, and we're still friends, and that's through a lot of change for all of it, like all of the ways that you change from like 15 to 20 and like 20 to 25, and now we're in our 30s and we're still friends. I feel like I
That's
don't want to
awesome.
say an accomplishment, but like I feel like the universe gives me who I need, if that makes sense.
Hi,
Brian. So good to see you, Brian.
Thank you, Barbie.
I missed you this morning. I
Jen,
couldn't remember if this morning or yesterday was when your friend needed the ride, and I looked for your stream this morning and it wasn't there.
oh no. Jen, I will say that it depends on the style of the mullet and the type of hair texture it is.
I
Because I
had a
think
mullet.
there are some people that can really get away with a good styled mullet, and then there's some where it just does not look good.
I did. I looked cute with a mullet, but I got sick of how much I had to get it shaved because I do the undercut shaved on a one because I
Yeah,
don't like
I'm
having
growing mine out,
I don't
so
like having
that's been a
two
pain.
layers. I don't like having layers of hair.
Mm.
Like when I do the undercut, I like to do it at a one. And the hairstylist
Well,
last
yeah, most
time,
of the
like,
mullets in the 80s were awful.
yeah, they were.
That's why I'm
It's
saying,
true.
like, there's more
Oh, it was
styles
today.
made
Okay.
to haircut these days.
It's okay. I watched yours from the 3rd and it made my morning. I always catch Brian in the morning because I start work at 7, so I'm up at 6 and he starts his show at 6:30. So yeah, I would say my friends are something I'm the most proud of.
Do I not
And
have any other mods in here? Sorry, I don't mean to like,
oh
because I
no,
just
yeah.
realized that you would be the person putting in people's links, and now I don't have anybody.
Oh, it's okay. I got it.
Because you're the guest today. You're not supposed to work. But if people want to pop in, like Brian, please put in your channel link. From a Poet is great. Been on their channel. Want to come back on. Solid person. Jen, you had one when you were 13. I think we all did. I'm pretty sure that I did have a mullet at one point when I was younger, like kindergarten, I think. Really, my grandmother did not want to cut my hair at all, and wanted to keep it as long as possible, but I got gum stuck in it, and then it was like
Oh
I had
no,
to
that's the
get the
worst.
haircut. Yeah.
When you had to get the haircut because the gum.
Mm-hmm.
My mom told me
Oh,
not to go to bed
awesome.
with gum in my mouth, and I did. And
Oh, that's not good.
then we cut my
You
hair
could
off.
choke, but yeah, no, like I think it's a great to be able to count like on people in general, and you know who has your back in your life. It's even better
For
when you
sure.
can have those friendships last a really long time. I think it's actually like kind of rare, um because I don't think I really have anybody from my whole life that I still talk to. There's some people still from high school that I talk to, but
Yeah.
not people that I
I
knew,
tend
like I grew up with and knew my whole life.
yeah, I tend to like once I feel comfortable on people, I'm like the person that you see now. But when I first meet people, I'm usually really quiet and I'm like downloading all the info. I'm like observing and not really interacting a lot. And I feel like that's prevented some, not all, but some bad situations because I just got a weird vibe and was like, nah. And then just like did my own thing. But I mean, it comes from experience too. Like me and one of my best college friends, like we had a falling out, like over the dumbest reason. It was stupid. And then I didn't talk to her for like way too long, like a year, because I was young. And when you're young, you're petty and dumb. And then the next year, our senior year of college, I was like, hey, I think I made a massive mistake. Like, can we be friends again? Because I miss you. And
Aw.
we're friends to this day, but it's like, I mean, we've had bumps in the road. I've had situations where
I kind of was about to say the same thing. I'm like, when have you ever been quiet?
when I'm nervous. Okay, so if I ever come visit you and I meet Joe for the first time, I won't be this outgoing. I'll be like, hello, how are you?
You're just you are really good at conversating, and for long periods of time too. I, on the other hand, have to like kick you off my phone to like be able to go eat.
Christy says, Cosmic says they're getting a haircut, but not a mullet, just shorter. That's fair.
Remember, I
There
have
is
kicked
a
you off my
stage your
phone
hair goes
sometimes.
through. So, like, I feel like if you ever have gone from a pixie cut to long hair, there is a bob phase and a mullet
Yes.
phase, and you go from a bob to a mullet.
I didn't do that. I just like I went from doing this kind of angle to like growing it out, like slowly making it more like a blunt bob instead of an
Yeah.
inverted one. Because for a long time I did have a pixie cut, but had like also asymmetry. So that was weird to grow out in general.
Yeah. I've also been slightly tempted to just shave my entire head and start from scratch and just wear wigs and
All
get
right.
glue it
Come
on.
on, bring some questions for Indigo. And
Yeah. Ask me anything.
I'm gonna hit them with like the deep ones. Okay.
And I've
So
also got my tarot cards if people are interested.
in your next 35 years of life,
Oh, man.
what is one thing you definitely 1000% need to accomplish for yourself?
Financial independence.
And some people wouldn't even think about that because for disabled people, that is like a really hard thing to achieve sometimes.
Right now, I was blessed by the universe with the family that adopted me. I have extremely supportive parents, and I know that's like rare these days, unfortunately. But yeah, in my 20s, for a while before my bad ex, I was starting to save money, and then I hit my bad ex, got into like 7K, 10K of debt because he got unemployed, and then I was the only one working, and I charged up the credit cards because I was like, we gotta eat. Like that. So then midway through my late 20s, right before I hit 30, I paid off that debt, which took a long time. It took a long ass time to pay off that debt. And then my health issues started.
Well, and
So yeah,
that's
so it's
partly
like with
thanks
the
for
medical
our
expenses,
government, I feel like.
Yeah.
And like the companies that skyrocket your finances, like
Yeah.
what is the person API, the thing that they tack on when you're like in the debt loop.
Yeah.
My brain shuts off. Um
No, you're good.
yeah, cuz like I'm really thankful that I was able to get all of my student loan completely forgiven because I went to a defunct college, a college that was known in court of law to be proven to scam people.
Oh,
Um,
geez.
and
That's
by the
awful.
time that I got it all expunged, it was like $65,000. My program was
Wow.
30,000.
That's about
So
what my
literally
yeah.
interest. Oh my God. Now the word comes to me. Interest. It's interest that really like messes people up when it comes
It
to debt.
is. Yeah, and I was so when I went to college, I did a work study plan. And my dad, again, my parents helped starting to pay the interest around my junior year, but then somewhere between 28 and now, they froze loans because of the pandemic because they were like,
Mm-hmm.
we can't expect people in a pandemic to pay like to pay loans off and afford rent and stuff. And around the time they would have restarted my loan payments, I just went to my dad and I was like, there is 0% way that I can afford paying off a surgery and my college loans at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
And so he helped. Basically, he just paid off the entire rest of my loans. And the relief that came off of that being off my shoulders gave me the opportunity to handle like because when you go from being healthy to having health problems
Mm-hmm.
that like affect your mobility, affect your like just things I prided myself on. Carrie, I love her. That's another fantastic egg out there in our basket of goose
Oh,
eggs.
did you just call Carrie Ann an egg?
I did. Her
One
and
of us.
Brian are
One
good
of us.
eggs. Yeah.
Hey, birthday went. Yay.
But yeah,
Uh,
so financial independence because my parents aren't going to be around forever. And right now they're helping with my rent while I try to figure out my financial situation. So
nice.
I've been trying to restart my cleaning business as like an actual second source of income. So I'm like working on like figuring out how to make an LLC and like actually launch it.
Okay, I have another question. It's not that deep, but
Summer!
yay,
Yes,
summer!
summer!
Hi. She knows what this means.
My other
Virtual
hand is
boob
right here.
grab, virtual boob grab. Meow. Uh,
Meow.
so I guess it's not that deep of a question, but I guess it could be deep depending on how you answer it. What is the best present you've ever gotten and why?
When my sister had my nephew, whose birthday is also today, and he's my godson.
I am not doing that on live.
No.
I'm not
No,
doing
but
that on live, but
yeah, so like when my sister was pregnant with my nephew, he was late. Um
virtual boob bump. Yeah, Summer and I do
Love it.
crazy shenanigans.
I love that.
We'll start our OF and let you know when it happens. Just
Oh, yes. My hands
kidding.
will guest after I get them manicured and fixed up.
Manicure.
I get the hand gloves. I get like my skin looking all pretty and then I'm just like
Yeah, like Summer, I guess it wasn't a birthday present, but Summer got a really good gift in the form of I think it was
oh, happy
I
birthday,
can't
Barbie
remember now.
sister.
Was it nephew? I think it's nephew.
And your flowers that came were really nice.
Oh yes, thank you.
I put
I
two
mean,
and two together on the way home because I got the call in the Uber and the flower person was like, "Are you here?" And I'm like, "Just leave it on the porch." And then I'm like, "Wait a minute." Then I saw the tag and I was like, "Wait, there's only like certain people who call me Hales." Like my family
Oh
still
yeah,
uses my legal, like my full
Doctor
legal first
Who.
name. But then I was like, it's gotta be Mandy. And then I saw the
Yeah,
card and I was like, ah! Then I started crying. And then I saw Heather's song that she made me. I was like crying. And then at work, 2 of my coworkers sent me really sweet private messages, and I was crying. I was like, damn.
Aw. So you had a really good day. I'm
I
glad.
did, yes.
And speaking of great days and having 2 of our other amazing friends in the chat, Summer and Heather, you also mod for them.
I do,
And
yes.
in a few hours or a couple hours or something, they're going to be doing birthday trivia, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, topics that I chose.
Yeah.
Which was funny, which was repeats of ones they have already did. And I was like, well, we do think similarly. That's why. They're like, we did that last month.
And you guys can put your link in the chat, but I also have it linked on my community post as well. They are called The Grateful Mess, and we love them. And I'm glad that we've never had a fight over Hales' attention.
When am I going to get my exclusive, the Twins Lindsay Lohan merch that you promised me?
Oh. Yeah, that has to happen because I want to see that.
I laughed so freaking hard during that one game night. I was like, you got to be kidding me. She's not even a twin. But yeah, if anyone would like a tarot reading or a card pull, let me know too.
Oh, yes. I forgot to mention
I'm also
you did bring your tarot card.
I did, yes.
And if anybody who is just joining has any questions for the birthday winch.
Oh, what's your favorite crafty thing to do? Not witchy stuff, but making other things.
Yes, good
Okay,
question.
that's a good question. So I do cosplay. I haven't redone any of the ones I did in my 20s yet, but they're on my list. So as everyone knows, RIP Joanne Fabrics went out of business,
Yes,
and they were unfortunately the slight monopoly on fabric stores in Chicago area. Like, it was Joann's for the bulk of your fabric, and then maybe Hobby Lobby or maybe Michael's if you had scraps or you just needed like embroidery.
Walmart has
tabs.
an okay selection. Not great,
but now that
okay.
they've gone out of business, it makes it a little bit harder for me to budget for cosplay. But I do really want to redo my 2 Romana cosplays when I was going to the Doctor Who convention, because the first time and then I go to conventions dressed up too. I just haven't been going to conventions recently because those cost money. And then I see the famous people who I want to meet there, and I'm like, damn it. Do I eat this month or do I meet my hero?
All right. So we have a couple of people who want a card pull.
Okay. Can you pull up the first one? I think Carrie Ann. Okay. Okay, Carrie, do you want a 3 card or just a general? Do you have like a specific question that you're thinking about? Or do you just want like a general past, present, future, or like a single card pull for like a specific thing?
I feel like I should have the Jeopardy music.
I know. I will go
with Adam. Thank you.
I will go with a single card pull for this one. So general 3 card for the future after graduation. Okay. Let's see. All right. So just say stop in the chat, and then I'll stop shuffling, and then I will start the reading. Oh yeah, here. See, I'm shuffling.
Adam, we will get to your question after in a moment. Okay, she said stop.
Stop. Okay, cut the deck, and then here's the deck. I always forget my camera is like so far up from my desk. I will go ahead and
we'll have to get you a good setup to be able to do like an overhead camera.
Yeah, I was thinking like once I'm more financially stable, what I would really love to do is go to Mint Mobile and get 2 phones, like one for personal use and one for like social media use, so that I can like set up a cute like overhead thing. Okay, so this is for after graduation. So we have, oh, we're using the Tarot Cats deck.
Oh yeah, these are cute cards.
Yeah, this is the box they came in. It's Tarot Cats, which it's just cute as heck. Give me 1 second here. I know, and the other thing is too, eventually I would like to split my work computer and my fun computer into 2 separate areas so I can get a whole second monitor, because I'm going from 1 monitor right now, which yeah, so
It's not easy to do everything on 1 monitor when you're streaming.
oh my gosh. Okay, so the first message you have is the Queen of Swords, and let me know if you want me to like snap a picture on my phone and I can send it to you. But here's the Queen of Swords. This card represents intellectual strength, clarity, and independent thinking. So this card is telling you that in the past you were you might have fairies, Heather. Sorry, I got distracted. I will not look at the chat. So when you first started school, you were very unsure if you were going to get through your program. This is the past cards. Like you were unsure if you would make it through your program. You were always stressed out about how you were doing on your papers. But this card is saying like you have a strong instinct and and foundation for intellectual thinking and like not to doubt yourself. So it's saying like the doubt that you felt in the past was kind of, for lack of a better word, silly because you like had it in you all along. If that makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
And this card also encourages you to speak your truth and trust your own judgment. So no more doubting yourself, Carrie. I mean, easier said than done, pot kettle, but you know.
I have to pull Dr. Heather Who's up just because it's so funny. Yeah, you might have fairies if your mushrooms are not
Did you have a mushroom? So did you have a mushroom circle, or did they kind of just like pop up randomly and just start growing? Because you could have fae around you, which you could blame on me because I have a connection to them. That's a whole story of not embracing my path and them throwing a book at my head, and it was a whole thing. So your present card is the Magician.
Ooh, nice. I like that
cat. Yeah, I know. I love this deck so much. This card is so basically this card is saying that you're capable, you're resourceful, and you need to stop holding back and tap into your true potential.
Yes, Carrie Ann.
So presently,
do it.
That is the present day card. The present day card is saying like, you got this. Trust in the path that you're on, even if it's bumpy or difficult, because again, just because a card is in the past, like position in the reading doesn't mean that the message is just in the past. It's like saying, trust yourself, embrace your full potential, right? Because once you trust yourself and kind of move forward, even when bad things happen or things that don't make sense start happening, you can still put the pieces together and figure out like a new way forward, if that makes sense. And then we have in the future.
Summer, it depends on what type of mushrooms they are.
So the future card is the 9 of Cups. And
Aw,
this
pretty
card
cat.
is saying that you're going to that your wishes will be granted, even if it's not like the way that you okay, the message of your wish being granted might not come in the way you thought it would, but like you will be fulfilled and you will have you will like attain the things that you desire. But it might not be in the way that you plan. Right? Like the best laid plans of mice and men
I
sometimes
think, yeah.
don't
I
work
think I've
out. So the card is saying like
think
it
I've heard
will
that
work
before.
out. It will work out. It just might not be.
You just have to lower your stress about it.
Yeah, exactly. Because the other two cards, right? Trust yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And like in the present, you're doing things that are fulfilling you. You just might be missing that feeling because you're too focused on your worries. It's kind of saying like introspect a little bit on what your worries are to see if they're valid. If that makes sense. Because I think sometimes we might latch on to a worry that's not as present in our life, but then we think about it all the time. We draw that energy in, and then something bad happens, and we're like, oh, I knew it. No. Remember, when you put energy out, you get energy back. So kind of just try to refocus into more positive perspective, if that makes sense.
And before we go to the next person, I have to bring this up.
Yeah.
Adam is asking you, what do you think is Billy Piper the new doctor? I'm not fully caught up, so I'm
holding everything in reservation because they did a trick like this before they announced the last Doctor, where they kind of insinuated like there was something with the time stream and multiple actors kind of became like multiple incarnations of the Doctor for like the Christmas episode, I think it was. So I'm reserving judgment. I'm also hesitant because we know that under the last writers, they did not do Jodie justice
Are you
as the
talking
first female Doctor.
Are you talking about Stephen Moffat, or what has there? I'm not caught up on the writers. Is there more new writers?
There's Stephen Moffat and then there's Davies
So
are
I
the
thought
two big current ones. But
I thought
anyway,
Stephen dropped out. But anyway,
yeah, but I mean, in my opinion, I have seen Jodie and other things she's acted in, and she is a fantastic actress. And I feel like they purposely wrote her bad to prove, to say like, oh, look, we tried a female doctor, but she wasn't good. It's like, well, yeah, you wrote a great actress shit scripts. Sorry. And there's some stuff that happened in the plot with her that I disagreed with from the perspective of a writer that I thought they should have done with a different character, but I don't think she is the next doctor. But I'm
yeah,
on
that's what Heather
Heather's.
says
I think
too.
that the bad wolf escaped. That was my feeling. Was we know that Rose was linked with the bad wolf, and we know that Rose ended in an alternate timeline
Yeah.
anyways. So there's just like too much of that. So I think if they do regen her and bring her back, I'm hoping they bring back Susan, which they're probably not going to, but oh no, bye Barbie.
Oh, okay. Bye. I'm not caught up on the chat because I was needed to like
You too, Barbie.
have that little Doctor Who chat. And also
Yes.
speaking of Doctor Who, again, Doctor Who Heather says, no, I had a tree removed. Now, whenever it rains too much, where the stump used to be is mushroom hell.
Oh, well, yeah, they like to grow in damp, dark places. You might have some fae though. They're probably good fae though.
Or they
Even though
cursed you. I don't know. Okay, so the next person is Deadly Chew Toy. Deadly Chew Toy, are you here? Thank you for patiently waiting.
I
Yes,
just love that screen name because
the
I'm just
doctor can
wondering.
always choose their face.
Here's the thing, though. Okay. Do you want a 3-card reading or like a one? Like, do you have a specific question, or do you just
Yeah,
want kind of
either
like a
type in a
general?
specific question or do a general past, present, future. But yeah, like the doctor is tricky. Like
See,
I've always
I
like
I
thought
started
anything
with
could happen.
Baker. I started with Baker, but then when I was younger, we didn't have all these neato. 3 is my 3. This is my first time doing this. Oh, okay, for the future. All right. Also, Carrie,
I
let me
know
know
we
if any
totally
of that
could.
resonated with you. I love Doctor Who. Okay, so Deadly Chuchoy, just tell me when to stop, and like I'm shuffling. I just don't have the camera on my hands.
Yeah, we could talk Doctor Who all night long, or at least I know definitely Doctor Who Heather.
I started watching Doctor Who when I had to stream it on Daily Motion. Okay,
Oh yeah, I remember Daily Motion doing that.
totally legal. Totally legal streaming.
Don't forget to say stop, Deadly Chew Toy.
Oh yeah, Deadly Chuchoy, tell me when to stop.
Yeah, who? Me?
Her name is only Doctor Who, Heather.
Stop.
Okay, stop. Cut the deck. Oh, okay. Hello, card. Okay, just kidding. You're on the floor. Hang on.
Yes, I would like to say goodbye to Barbie too again, and just thanks for being here.
Okay. So we have
Oh my god, I just saw Doctor Who Heather's comment. They need to make Rowan Atkinson canon. Best comment ever.
Oh my god, yes. Okay. So in the past, the message that you are getting is the Temperance card. Temperance kitty. This card is all about patience, finding middle ground, creating moderation and harmony in your personal life and also in your relationships. So this is kind of saying that you came from a place where you were starting to kind of find that harmony, but maybe it maybe it's kind of been lost moving into your present, because the card did represent upside down in the reading, so it does have like a reverse message. So it's saying maybe there was some tumultuous stuff going on where it was encouraging you, like, think about how you can bring balance back into your life, because I think if we look to the past too much, sometimes we miss like the messages in the present, if that makes sense. And that you're moving towards kind of integrating harmony in multiple parts of your life. So, right, there's relationships, your personal life, your work life. Okay, and then your present card is the sun.
Oh, little sleepy kitty.
Yeah, in a light.
Kitties like the sunlight.
This is joy, optimism, success, illumination. So you're going through personal growth right now. Possibly from all the tumult, you're learning, you're growing. And this card says that you'll find true satisfaction and overcome your challenges. So it's saying that the universe is like leading you in the right direction. It's just kind of chaotic at the moment, if that makes sense. So it's like, don't worry. You came from kind of imbalance where you have to think about like, how can I reestablish balance in my life? But you're getting there and you're slowly getting the energy back that you need. Because like, right, when we put energy out, we get energy back. So if we're putting out chaos and confusion and all this stuff, the universe will be like, here you go.
Here's some more back.
Here's some more back. Like, for example, in my life, I made the dumb decision of challenging the universe last year because I came out of 2023
Oh, it's
having
so fun
like,
to challenge the universe.
yeah. So like after 2023, I was like, oh, a cancer
lady.
surgery. What are you going to do, universe? Fuck up my life? And the universe is like, yeah, what if you break up and your job goes crazy and you live alone now? And I was like, what?
I feel like there's like there's a back and forth that is happening in the chat that is taking my attention because it's so hilarious. People saying when they watched Doctor Who. And Adam just said, I used to watch Doctor Who on a telex machine. Took forever.
Okay.
If that is true, wow, you win.
Okay, your future card is the 6 of Cups. This card returns you to the past, nostalgia, symbolizing emotional healing, reconciliation, and desire for connection.
Kind of like a rebirthing or regrowth.
Yeah, so it's saying, look at this lesson that made it chaotic in the past, right? Where you reached a point of optimism and overcame hardship. Let's return that lesson and show you that you've grown from it, that you learned the lesson, that you won't repeat it or won't bring that. You won't go back to your ex. You won't take back a toxic job out of panic. You'll keep your boundaries and, keep your like balance in your life as a sacred thing because you've learned from all of your hardship that you are capable. Like you did figure it out and you will again reach that point of balance again as you kind of like come full circle.
Nice.
So I don't know if that resonates. And I also don't know if
there's a third one.
Is this someone from tarot?
Oh.
I mean, from Twitch that you know?
Yes. Deadly Chew Toy is on both my Twitch and YouTube.
Okay, because I'll send you their reading then if you want to pass the cards on to them.
Okay, yeah, they're from
I am taking pictures.
Totally different community, a Twitch community that we were a part of.
Fair. So yeah, so that is the messages. I don't know if those. Oh yeah, I don't know if that resonates with you, Deadly Chew Toy, but that is kind of what the cards are saying. Is you're coming to a full circle moment where all of these things will restore balance and goodness in your life.
And our amazing FB mom Marie would like a reading as well. Are you still here, Marie?
Did Adam want one too or no?
I don't know if
Adam. Oh no, he was just asking about Doctor Who. Okay. Sorry, yes. I'm going back in the chat.
They were having a very funny conversation about how everybody watched Doctor Who or just had a weird thing like Summer did. 3-channel days. Yeah. I had more channels as I was growing up, but yeah, I know about the 3-channel days. That's all you got. Maybe one of them was in color.
Okay, so you said you wanted a card. Did you have like a specific question or just want to see what they say for you. It sounds like a seance, lol. Anyone here? Only with really proper preparation and safety in place would I ever attempt a seance.
Light as a feather, stiff as a board, anyone? Wait, is Heather making you watch Doctor Who?
She is. And I
Because that would be
think they
awesome.
wanted to possibly, okay, this might just be me making things up, but I think it'd be really funny if they did a whatever they say. Okay, cool. Where they did a reaction of like Heather with her knowledge and Summer coming to it for the first time.
Nice.
Oh my god, I feel like if you're hitting any of the people Smith and later, that you have so much to catch up on to get all of the little Easter eggs and like foreshadowing and like looking back, and because like I used to
there's so much lore.
I used to hate Rose when I was younger because I was like, the doctor doesn't need to fall in love with the companion, blah, blah, blah. But then when I rewatched it again as an adult, I was like, oh my gosh, they were ingenious with the foreshadowing. Like with the Bad Wolf and like with Amy and Roy, like the crack and like how everything was a cyclical time plot and like all these things. And I'm like, oh my God, okay.
It still made me sad because
All right, Marie, let me know when to
Amy and
stop.
Rory.
I thought their ending was good. And here's my controversial opinion. If a companion ends like Donna with a definite, keep it that way. I get that you want faces to come back, but they've had people in Doctor Who, even people who've played the Doctor, who were like background actors or like cameos of totally separate characters, like come back on the show. But I think I think if you have somebody okay, you get 2 cards. The fairies say 2 cards for Facebook Mom. But anyway, that's my opinion. If you say for definite that somebody is gone, like stick to your guns, because I think if you challenge writers, right? Like if you challenge the writers to go from that point, but they're bringing the character back, then you have such good drama in the future. Right?
Counterpoint. Jamie McCrimmon ended very much like Donna, and they brought him back also.
I still feel the same about that.
Hi,
Mandolin. Okay, let me see here.
Team Mandy. And this is the last call for card readings. If anybody else would like a quick card reading. No, yes. Dr. Who Heather, you're awesome. It's just like, that's like another whole conversation we could have on a live. There's just so much complexities to it.
Okay.
Yes. Do what Summer says, please. Summer is the boss of the chat.
So your first card from the fairies is a blessing of stability. This card says the fairy gift of balance and home that can be found within yourself. Accept now, fairy friend, this blessing of the fae, the ability to find balance, a center, a home from which strength can spring forth. They who cannot be parted from the land, who resist all attempts to banish them, who dwell between the worlds, now offer you this gift of balance and stability. When this gift comes to you, you will be as centered and balanced as the land, with a sense of deep belonging and love of where you are, and a feeling of your home being the safe, joyous, and fulfilling place it can be. When this blessing comes to you, there will be great balance, as you will be connected to the terrestrial and to the celestial. When this blessing comes, you will find you have the influence and the ability to create what you need within your home and heart, and you will be able to resist any who oppose you or do not understand you. With this gift comes the ability to find the right location for you, the place within the world where you are meant to be at this moment, and to know that it is destiny at play. You are of the earth and the stars, fairy friend. You are finding your own domain, and you will be blessed with a home that is your own, with a stability and balance within that space. And you will celebrate just who you are without fear of discrimination or misunderstanding. Healthy relationships can be yours when this blessing comes to you, and strength, power, and influence are yours when this gift is made. Be blessed, friend, with the gifts of the fairies, and know that you will find the place you belong in this world. That's card number 1. Oh, thank you, Jimena.
Oh,
And
yay,
then,
Jimena. Yay.
and then your second card is a blessing of rapture. So stability and rapture. This is a differently laid out deck.
Jimena also has her own channel where she talks about all things witchy and does card pulls as well. She's a really great egg to have in your basket.
Yes. I love that you're continuing the.
I know. I was like, I might as
love
well.
Okay, so this is the second card for you, Facebook Mom. The fairy gift of the sweetest, most intense joy and gratitude. The gift of rapture is yours. It is the gift from the Fae of a moment that makes you draw your breath in and pause, wondering at the beauty and the ecstasy of existence. This moment of pure, unadulterated wonder will open wide your heart and bring a deep joy to your world. It will fill you with the certainty that to be alive is to be blessed, that to feel this deeply is a gift, that to be able to share the wonder of existence and nature, natural raptures is an inspiration to all who encounter you. It is as if your eyes now can see more clearly, your heart has opened a little wider, your whole being is leaning into the experience of life and is committed to the wonder in everything. You feel more connected, more joyful, more patient, and yet more active than before. You feel part of a great story, and you know now how glorious life can be. This energy will flow into you, through you, and into the world, becoming a part of your contribution to the planet. And the fairies are glad that you have finally touched the ecstasy of life and know of the beauty of life. Even when this moment passes, you'll be left with the knowledge of the wonder, and so life will be ever changed in magical ways.
Nice. What is that deck again? What is it called?
It's the fairy blessing cards.
Because I like those.
Yeah. This was a gift from one of my high school close friends for my birthday last year. Or was it Christmas? One of the two, either or.
I also like the cards that Yamena uses as well. And I still have those affirmation cards, but I want to get some oracle cards. I want to get some other types of decks.
Oh, yeah, I've got some oracles too.
And my friend Mandolin would like a card pull as well. Mandolin, if you're still here, do you want a specific question asked? Or do you want a general pull? Or do you want a pull from the fairy deck?
Oh, oops, I forgot to take a picture. It's okay, I'll remember. I'll rewatch this and grab the 2 cards for you.
And Summer, please put your link in the chat. Let people know where to go for when we do trivia later. I don't know why I sound like that. I've been in a goofy mood all day.
Sometimes, though, that's joyous when you just want to be silly and laugh and just feel that, like, nice feeling.
Mandolin, are you still here? Don't know if she's still here. Oh, yeah, but while we're waiting, real quick, Marie had suggested this. There's a YouTube channel called The Stitchery who just did a video about creative reuse stores all across the US. She has a spreadsheet listing over 100 of them.
Oh,
So
man, I need
that
to.
looks like a
Wow, that's
good resource.
amazing. Yes.
Good resources. And I think Mandolin came back. I would love a general pull from the Fairy Blessings deck.
Okay.
And this will be the last one, so we can wrap it up and have some downtime before Summer and Heather's live. And also, Indigo, I don't know what channel you want to use. I forgot to ask you before we started the live.
Oh, my Indigo one. Yeah. So the one I'm going to be posting content to is my Indigo twin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
you can.
My other one is just because that's the account that I used when I started my phone.
Okay,
so
yeah.
anytime I'm like out and not at home, I use that one.
Yeah. So put that one in, and let's get more subs to your channel, because I don't think you can go live yet.
I can't. And that's because I don't have content.
Yeah. Yeah.
At this point, honestly, with the connections we've made, and just tell me when to stop, Mandolin, because I'm shuffling.
Yeah, it takes a bit to, you know,
So I
gain.
feel like right now my issue is not subscriptions. It's going to be content. So it's through the different Facebook group or the different YouTube communities I've been in, I've kind of gathered subs. So I think I'm at the amount, or I can't remember how many subs you need, but I think I'm going to hit subs before I hit content.
Okay. That's good. That's great. Stop.
Okay, we're gonna.
And then we'll get
cut
to
the deck.
Yamina's question right after.
Okay, so the fairies have. I do love this deck. My friend said that. Okay, I don't know. I ignored the fairies for like 2 years, guys. Don't ignore your spiritual path. I ignored them for too long, and so when I was at an occult shop, they dropped a book on my head. That was all about fairies, and so yeah. So yeah, when you guys get an inkling or like a feeling that you should do something, follow that feeling. Don't ignore it.
Or fairies will throw books at you.
Or apparently my friend said she was at a store and this deck fell off a shelf into her hands.
Well,
That
there you
seems
go.
to be like a theme with me. Either decks.
Oh, fairies are
113.
tricky beings, so you got to be careful with them.
Yes. Okay,
Also,
so yours
gnomes.
is.
I have a thing
I have a
against
gnome.
specifically gnomes in The Sims.
It's funny. So yours is a blessing of being understood.
Blessing of being understood.
The fairy gift of being seen for who you are, for being known and understood. The fairies have great and deep understanding. That is to say, they have an ability to recognize who we are, as they can feel and read our energies in ways we can only begin to work with ourselves. The fairies now bring to you this gift of knowledge and recognition, both of yourself and of others. With this gift comes the ability for others to connect with you in true love. For when there is understanding, there can be affection and comfort and a sense of ease in who you are. You belong in the presence of another when understanding comes. So may you be blessed and be truly seen by others. May you also in turn comprehend and recognize the energy of those about you, and in this freedom open up and share, trusting in the truth of being seen. May this tenderness flow and continue and be enhanced over time so that the comfort of being understood becomes inclusive, so that you no longer stand on the outside or feel that great glass wall between you and others any longer. Instead, may inclusion welcome you home, and may you in turn do the same for others. This will foster the common love of natural things, the holy nature of the plants and birds and creatures of the earth, and of your own sacred life, and the understanding and cherishing of this all. You will no longer feel outcast, nor will you ever deny another the chance to be seen. Let those who will nurture this quality of understanding be with you, so the fairies can smile and be pleased that you have found a home within the world and a place with others, your own tribe, your own self. Blessings, and may the fairy gift of deep and true understanding be yours, friend.
Nice. I like that. Mandolin, I don't know if she still works with animals, but I met her through the little goth community in Seattle, and we quickly bonded because of like both of our loves for cats and dogs and just pretty much any animal. And I think she was doing a dog walking service, but if I'm not mistaken. FB Mom says the Citree also does all sorts of fiber arts, but mostly sewing and embroidery.
You're
She makes a
welcome.
lot of clothes without patterns. Ooh, nice. I love watching, like, my other favorite crafter is Rachel Maxey. She does a lot of vintage stuff. She has really long, curly, red hair. And she does a lot of
This
mixed media stuff.
this
Like,
deck is
not,
just so pretty.
it is. And also
And
the cabin is
the
cute.
back is pretty too. It's all like Celtic.
But she'll do like different types of textiles, not just sewing and fabric. And basically eyeballs a lot of it. So it's really fun to like see what you can just kind of come up with, like by just looking at things and kind of like figuring it out without any patterns. All right, guys. I think that is going to be the end for now. And let me find it. Here is the YouTube channel for Grateful Mess. If you want to come over there and join us for game night and continue the birthday celebration.
Woo woo! You know, the funny
Um,
thing is, I have to find fun ways to celebrate my birthday now because of being on medications. I can't drink. And so when my friends are like,
yeah.
"Oh, come with me to the bar for my birthday," I'm like, "Okay, I'll be the sober sister, the sober being here." Like,
And this is perfect. Yes, Tamina, I got it. And to end it off, talk a little bit more about the content that you want to do for your channel
for my
since
channel, yes. So I'm
you're here to
gonna
join us.
be kind of eclectic because when I first envisioned my channel, it was just gonna be sort of like a holding space for my different creativity. So I do want to start like a Sunday series that's like tea and tarot. Because I start my week on Sunday, so that Monday is just another day, and I don't feel negative about it, and that like has changed my life. But anyway, so like that's probably where I'll talk more about like witchy stuff or like intuition and mindfulness, tea, stuff
Tiff.
like that. Love you, Tiff. Thank you. And then right now I'm in the process of getting art from a friend and writing a script to do sort of like a radio show on my channel. And I'm reaching out to different friends who expressed interest when I first mentioned the project because they're going to be the voices of the characters. So, you know, it's like a radio show, but it's going to take a lot of work to put into that. Like, so I've already got the art. I'm already messing with Suno to do the music. And then once I get my friends, I'm going to have to record it, figure out how to edit it, and then post it. So it's going to be like a whole long form project. So in between, I might also do random stuff like I am working on videos talking about my health journey because I think that could help people. Just like, you know, the many different steps I've been. So yeah, it's just going to be basically an area for my creativity because I didn't
And
have one before. And then, you know, when I make stuff, I don't have to fill my house with it. I could put it on my YouTube channel
there
and
you
then my
go.
house won't become a mess.
So I
Yes.
put the link in the chat. Please go subscribe. I will also put it in the description of this video.
Yes.
And with that, thank you all for being here and celebrating with me and my lovely mod. And we will continue those celebrations over at Grateful Mess with Summer and
Whoop, whoop.
Heather. I don't know exactly what time they're supposed to be going on. I think it's like an hour from now.
Let
I
me
don't
check.
remember.
It's
I just want to double check right before so I don't say the wrong thing.
it's 9 Eastern.
So in an hour.
No, so it would be
Right?
8 my so 9 Eastern would be 8 my time and then 6 6 your time.
Remember, I'm on the East Coast right now.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, so 9 your time.
Yes, people keep forgetting, and then it messes me up too when I'm trying to figure out time zones. I know I'm the enigma that you never know what time zone I'm going to be in. So yeah, in an hour we're going to be doing trivia over there, and I hope you guys can join. And hello to the replay crew if you are here.
Yes,
And
love you guys.
I hope
Thank you so much.
everybody has a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening wherever you are in the world. And we will speak to you soon. I hope you guys have a good one.
Bye. Mwah.
Bye. Mwah, mwah. Oh, I can't do both hands. I gotta hit the end stream. Okay, here we go.
Mwah.
Ending.